Good morning, beautiful ones, wherever you are in the world today. We are very excited to invite on this program for you today to learn from an entrepreneur, Tambu Ndoro. Tambu Ndoro hails from the beautiful country of Zimbabwe, now lives in South Africa. She is not only an entrepreneur, has been, still is, from a restaurant business up until her own designs. And you'll notice she's wearing something absolutely beautiful, which you'll find out about when you connect with her link. And she is currently program manager for the Graca Machel Trust, which is a Pan-African organization. Tambu, we are honored and privileged to have you with us. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Charlotte. I'm happy to be here.
We met a couple of years ago at a Pan-African styled event. I remember that. And you stood out with your absolute energy of sophistication and drive and purpose. And that is absolutely wonderful for anyone who ever gets to meet you, hopefully. And we talk about passion in that space.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, you deserve it. You talk about passion. We talk about passion. You are currently doing something which is very close to your heart. I know that. And we want to talk about, to the people who are watching this, how did you know that this was going to be your passion and purpose today? That woman with absolute focus, drive, and absolute sophistication. You see, I matched. Been trying to be African in my own way, because we're all African.
Well, to be honest with you, Charlotte, I didn't. It was more of an organic process. I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs and businesses. I started at a very early age working in my mom's businesses. I would start off as a secretary, typing, then I'll be the delivery girl, delivering letters. And then I graduated to now, learning how to do report writing. And then I moved to research. And then this was just more on my mom's side. Then you'd have the property business, which I had to manage tenants, right? And apply my bookkeeping skills that I'd picked up during my bookkeeping secretarial diploma. And then later on, I decided to do a commerce degree in accounting and finance abroad. And it became very apparent to me that I really, really enjoyed business management. But I wanted to combine business management with still being an entrepreneur. So at a very early age, I learned how to balance my books. I learned how to, identify opportunities to make sure that no matter how creative I become in what I'm doing, either it's designing a program or delivering a program to sewing clothes, at the end of the day, I need to make sure that I've got my checks and balances. So it only became to me much later on that I was very, very good at business administration. I was very, very good at coming up with ideas, but knowing how to commercialize those ideas. And that's how I knew that I would end up in the space where I am now.
And the space that you're in now, it feeds something in your life. What does it feed for you as your purpose and passion?
To be honest with you, Charlotte, I prayed for this specific, I call it a ministry, because I truly believe when you are living your purpose, it becomes a ministry, right? The word ministry has been confined to just churches, like you're doing a holy grail. But I believe everywhere you go, even if it's sector, it's a holy grail. So I literally prayed for this. I literally asked God and I said, you know what? I'm very passionate about empowering women because I look at where I've come from. Please, can I be in the Ministry of Enterprise Development? And this was 3 years ago. And I literally went to church and even sowed a seed, and I said, this is where I need to be. And 3 years later, this is where I found myself to be.
Tambu, that's a beautiful story of absolute conviction and faith. Beautiful. Thank you. For those of you that are watching, remember that whatever your faith is, stay on that path because their answers will be coming. Tambu, what advice would you give to anyone watching this regarding them searching for their passion and purpose? I mean, it took you 3 years to get to this space where you're at today. So if you go back to thinking about the prayer that you had and the conviction of direction that you wanted to follow, and a whole lifetime of studies and experiences. So what would you recommend to anyone who's looking to find their purpose?
Yeah, that's a very, very good question. And without sounding very much cliche to what already has been said with others before me who give advice, is that you need to continue on that path. Yes, passion is very good, it's at the core, but you need to deepen your understanding of your skill. So if you're very good at painting, go beyond the basic understanding of your brushes and your strokes and your different types of paints and the canvas that you're using. If you are very good at sewing, go beyond just the basic machinery that you learned as part of your artwork, and that deepen your skill set. And this is what it's really about. The world that we're entering in really, really rewards people who really sharpen their skill set. And it shows in your product and what you produce to the world. It's very competitive out there. So it's very important that you remain focused, you sharpen your skills, you learn a lot about what's happening in your market, understand the dynamics. There are opportunities out there, not just financial, but there are also opportunities where you can position your product in a way that it will attract your customers, and learn to adapt. Learn to adapt. I had to adapt my business and move it onto an online platform during COVID. And you'd be surprised that when the opportunity around, I sensed what was happening. I was the first person to produce face masks before it became a national mandate. And President Ramaphosa allowing the rest of the country to be able to produce masks. So you need to remain relevant. You need to be in touch. You need to remain focused, and you need to be deliberate about deepening your skill set so that you constantly remain in the game, and persistent, and build confidence in yourself. So that's what I encourage all the entrepreneurs out there, and everybody seeking to find a piece of themselves in the marketplace that they operate in.
Tambu, that's beautiful closing words. Thank you so much. I will post this link with the links to your website, especially for your beautiful clothing items. Designer, that right brain, the creative part of you. Thank you for sharing your time with us today and sharing your insights. And we wish you absolute success. I know you are successful. You are always going to be successful. I know that without a shadow of a doubt. Thank you, Tambu.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.